Everyone is talking about unemployment and non-farm job creation. But I think there is one other data that is more important than both of them put together. And no one is putting any importance onto it and isn't really talking about why its impact is so great. Recently, unemployment and non farm job creation came in at a really good level. Unemployment was 0.1% below expected, and jobs creation was over 100,000 more than they expected. This is amazing, and it staves the fears of a recession. It is undoubtable that unemployment and recession is intertwined. I have shown in many other videos that as unemployment steepens, the risk of a recession also does so. But I will say this about unemployment and job creation. These numbers are not as straightforward as you think. A lot of these jobs and unemployment data can have seasonal effects. There are times when tourists and agricultural work and holiday work and various other short term employment fluctuates throughout the year. It isn't like every month there is the same level of demand to non demand of jobs. And those job creations, some might be high because of all of these things. Unemployment also might be high because of these things and less because of these things. So that data comes with a lot of caveats. There is also the trend that those who worked remotely, when the company asks them to come back into the offices, actually quit and find new jobs. So a lot of these unemployment factors are transitory. Furthermore, companies are now firing a lot of remote workers just to employ new workers in office roles. So this factor of unemployment 1 month being low and 1 month being high, it's hard to understand the trend. It needs to be a consistent movement to be able to see whether this recession factor is imminent. However, there is one detail that can forego all of these matters, and that is jobless claims. Now, jobless claims are somewhat on a steady level. Yes, we've seen a bit of a jump up, but they're not enormous rates. Now, why is this important? This came about after I had a conversation with a buddy of mine in the US government. They are putting a lot more importance into this than everyone else. They are putting a lot more importance into this than anyone else. You might ask me, Alvarez, why is that? Well, think of it this way. Those who are out of work and are willing to work, claiming unemployment is the last possible thing they will do. It is not something that they want to do, it is something that they need to do. Now, that is why this number is more important than anything else. See, a lot of families, a lot of people who work have savings. And when they're moving between work or they're unemployed for a certain amount of time, they eat into those savings rather than claiming unemployment. So when this starts going up, it means the economy is in a really bad state. Yes, unemployment is important, but I've shown you that there are transitory effects. Job creations are important because it shows the strength of the economy, but again, those are seasonal. Things can move, things can change in companies. But this is a real problem because it shows that people are unemployed for longer and longer than they can afford to with their savings. Now, the problem we see here is that household savings are starting to deplete. That combined with jobless claims is the correlation you should really watch. Because as this starts going down, and as the money starts finishing in people's pockets, it is an indication that the period of time that is between an unemployment and finding a job is getting larger, which also indicates that the type of jobs that they're looking for are not around, and also indicates that their expenditures are getting at to a larger level which they can't surpass. And that means they need to apply for unemployment, hence the increase of jobless claims. When jobless claims start to spike and spike high, that is when you should really be worried. Because as we've seen, it's hard to understand the factors between unemployment and job creation, but this is a very easy thing to understand. People claim when they are desperate, when they can't work, even when they want to. And if their income and savings are depleted to nothing, then that is when a crash can happen. So watch this carefully and understand its importance. Anyway, share this video with as many people as you can because it's really important. And it's good that you've come to this stage, to the end of the video, because it's really important that you know these things. Anyway, I'm Alvarez, 7-figure crypto investor. Like, follow, share, and I'll catch you guys later.